Rankdouken!
All right, so welcome to the inaugural, I think that's the right word.
It is.
Inaugural episode of the worst named ranking show of all time, Rankdouken. So the way that this... Yeah, it's terrible. The way that this works is I'm going to have a topic, either provided by listeners on our Discord, or I'll just come up with one. And the topic has 10 answers. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one. I'm going to tell you guys the topic. I will then tell you one of the answers, and we're going to rank it. S being the best, followed by A, B, C, D, and F. Okay? At the end of it, we'll do a quick overview. The idea is to get through this pretty quick, so we're going to have about a minute each on each one to make your point on why you're grading, and at the end, we'll kind of do an overview, okay? So the topic for the first episode is going to be fast food burgers.
Ooh.
Okay?
All right.
So the thing is, I kind of had to figure this into. It has to have a drive-through.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we're all from the same area, so it's going to be local to us. There's going to be chains, just as an example, In and Out. We don't have that here. So obviously, it's not fair for us to rank it compared to burgers that we have access to.
Right.
Okay? All right, so
Southeast Regional fast food burger hamburger
has to have a drive-through, though. So things like Five Guys are not going to be on here because there's not a drive-through.
Good, they'd be F anyway.
No Fuddruckers.
No
F for no
Fuddruckers.
affordability.
Yeah, affordability. All right, so again, this is the inaugural episode, so we're open to feedback, what you like, what you don't like, blah, blah, blah. So
yeah, we'll rank that response and criticism.
That's going to be episode 2. All right, so number 1, probably not known for their burgers, but again, it's a local place that serves burgers, just to kind of put it out there, is going to be Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay.
So again, there's 10 total that we're going to go through, so Dairy Queen.
I've never had a Dairy Queen hamburger, I don't think. So
I've
always
had quite
go
a
for
few.
I always go for chicken. So
I will say
hear...
that they're surprisingly good.
They are. Yeah, okay. I mean, Dairy Queen burgers are the burgers that are the non-impressive, you don't think about them burgers, but you get them and like, oh, man, that hits the spot.
Yeah. It fills the need of a burger if you want a burger.
So we got S, A, B, C, D, F?
Yeah.
Okay, so C is really C or B is kind of like your middle.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I would put Dairy Queen at like a B minus.
I was going to also say a B.
Like a C plus, B minus, because it really is. I always compare Dairy Queen, and not in an unfavorable way, to carnival food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like really good. Mm-hmm. It's super unhealthy.
Correct.
But it's really good, and it just hits the spot sometimes. Smaller portions, but whatever. That hits the spot
I think it's a solid burger. I think I don't think it's the worst of what I'm going to give us tonight. As far as I give it a B.
And I'm going to say in my head for these, I'm thinking of like what's a classic cheeseburger example from this place? Because, you have different burgers and you have different stuff. So I'm just trying to think of like, what's the cheeseburger? And Dairy Queen has a very good, capable, gooey, everything's like one hunk of something, right? It's all the bread and the cheese and the meat and the condiments have all become one.
I think the weak point is the bread. But again,
the bread is kind of like, that's just like what is whole. That's
Correct.
The binding agent.
100%.
So.
It's not terrible, but it could be better.
Yeah.
Okay. Jared, are you good with a B? C?
Based on your description,
it's a solid burger.
I said B.
Not the best.
I thought B.
I would, Dairy Queen's like literally right up the road from you. So
yeah, I was just
grab
gonna say,
that burger.
You should get one. Check it out.
Okay.
And it's cheap too.
Yeah.
Up next is going to be Culver's.
Okay.
Now, I will say this. Culver's is pretty great, but I will say that to me, there's a wide swing between the types of burgers, right? Yeah. So like Rob said, if you're basing this on like the fast food places like cheeseburger, I think their mushroom Swiss burger is my favorite burger there.
Well,
but that's not their regular cheeseburger.
Yeah, and that's that was kind of the point I was making, because some places have like that really good specialty thing, and I've loved mushroom Swiss stuff also, or like Frisco burgers or something like that. Like, but then I can't compare that against a normal cheeseburger. So and I'm just saying my own litmus test.
No,
as far as what I'm.
That's kind of what you have to do. So for me, I really like Culver's. It's not my absolute favorite, but I think it's a pretty good burger. I would give it an A.
Yeah, I was thinking about their like just standard butter burger. Tastes pretty good.
They're pretty big.
They're pretty big. This is one though, which is probably most of these things on the list. Like, I feel like I can't do it too often. Like, and when I do, I know I'm chasing it with.
There's a lot of that on this list,
and
and I don't think Culver's is the worst offender for some of the other stuff on the list.
I don't know. I think they get me because like everything has like that butter or cheese.
It's greasy.
Mixed in.
It's definitely a greasy
like,
burger.
Yeah.
Well, and so that's why I'm going to be probably at the bottom end of this one.
Sure.
It's too greasy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
not
a greasy
disputing
burger.
it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's so greasy that it becomes not good to me. It's a C for me.
Okay.
So, but I know you guys
it's
have
whatever.
it higher, so you go ahead and use that.
So
right now with the average, you'd be a B. Between my A and your C,
Yeah.
it'd be at a B.
and I was really struggling to put this. I want to put it in A.
Put it where you want to put it.
Because when I have them, it tastes good, but because of the grease factor, I never feel great after I've eaten one.
Well, I mean, is it the best burger or is it the best reflection?
Yeah,
of the
this isn't a
burger?
health
Right.
show. It's
So
I
I'm
know.
accounting it for in the taste because I think the grease to me affects the
I
taste
think
and
it
my
does.
enjoyment in the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking about like the afterglow
well,
of it.
I'm thinking about all of it. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
I
it does
gotcha.
affect the taste. I think I would stick it in a B.
okay.
I think if you gave me a Culver's butter burger and a roll of
Sans
paper
butter.
towels,
Sans
and
butter.
and I was able to just dab it with all the paper towels, it probably would elevate it up to a B for me. But as is C for me.
All right. Next is Wendy's. Wendy's.
Are we counting service as part of
No,
the equation?
no,
Okay.
no, because I understand, but no. This is just the food itself.
So for me,
Because if it was service, it'd be Rolo.
out of your standard fast food burger, Wendy's has always been higher. Okay, so let me ask you this one thing.
Okay.
Like, I know we said like basic burger,
No,
But
I was only
No.
defining my criteria.
Okay.
It can be
Okay.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
because
I think what I was saying is I think Rob and I are doing the same thing. Because, like, for example,
Just apples to apples.
yeah,
Right.
because, like, you can't compare a Big Mac to a Whopper. Like, they're different burgers.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
well,
Special
I would say
sauces
I would
and
say
more bread.
I would
Yeah.
say Frisco Melt was a good example.
Or be like, oh man, they have a grilled cheese. It's really good there.
Correct.
Versus a burger here.
Right,
It's
right.
you know.
That's why I said the burgers.
Okay, I'm just thinking like a burger with nothing on Wendy's is meh, but like if I have a bacon cheeseburger with lettuce and stuff like that, the flavor of that
Sure.
to me is higher than most of the other standard fast food burgers, whether it be McDonald's, Burger King. But I don't know if I can do an A thinking about the other restaurants. That's what's getting me. So I'm struggling between an A or B with Wendy's.
You're on the clock. You got to pick.
So can y'all?
Yeah.
So can you throw in yours?
I think Wendy's has always been solid.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had like a bad burger, but I would say the smaller group of people that I like bacon. I do not like bacon on burgers.
Mm.
I think like when I eat a cheeseburger or I eat a hamburger, I want it to taste like a hamburger. And I feel a lot of times, Wendy's included, they put bacon on it. And it's not that it's not delicious, but I taste more bacon than burger. So
Yeah.
in a sense, it ruins it for me. So for that, like, again, Wendy's, I know that if I go there and I get a burger, it's going to be at a minimum fine. It's not going to be a bad experience. But I'll never venture into they used to have a pretzel burger and they took it away from me like bastards. That shit was
Right.
so good. I would give Wendy's personally like A- or B+.
Yes, that's what
I
that's
would
where I'm
I
at.
would say because I've never had that bad experience and I don't think it's as greasy as other stuff, I'd probably put it in A.
Okay.
This is my 2 cents on it.
Wendy's, I feel, is very reliable.
100%.
However, I'm in even the smaller minority
Sure.
than you in that I don't eat bacon.
Yeah.
So that eliminates
A lot
the
of
vast
it.
majority of the
Yeah.
burgers
Yeah.
Right.
on the menu, unless I'm asking them to remove things that I'm paying for, which is a fundamental disagreement I
Sure.
have with the world. So I normally get like the basic burger, like the small.
I get the double usually. When I go there,
or something like that. The one that doesn't come with the bacon stuff. And I don't like the patties. I don't feel like the Wendy's patty is an actual hamburger from the hamburger perspective. Like it's a thin, and again consistent, but it's just kind of like a very thin
it's a
piece
square.
of meat. So I would put it as a C.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking about what I've already ranked, and I would say I would prefer a Dairy Queen burger over a Wendy's, which is why I'm saying C.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I was very much an A- B+, but I think I would prefer Wendy's over Culver's. So I would say A.
if we have 2 A's and a C, what does that put us
Does that
at?
put us at a B?
High B.
B? Okay.
Yeah.
So Wendy, so everything.
Sorry for
I was gonna
dragging.
say,
Sorry for dragging you
this-
down, guys.
No, hey man.
Fast food
That's what this is
burgers
about.
are going to be across the. Are we going to have across the board B? Everything
No.
is fine.
No, I'm trying to.
No, because there's some
turds.
There's
Okay.
some dookie coming.
I'm trying to, compare to what I've already ranked and then say which one would I rather have, and
Is
if
it-
so, then
Right.
rank it
No,
appropriately.
is it definite Dookie, or are we going to argue a little bit here? I'm just kidding. Let's
okay.
go.
Next one is Hardee's. So I haven't had Hardee's in a while.
Hardee's has some good specialty stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
have I had their cheeseburger in a while?
I
can't
have,
think of,
but
I have.
it was I had it maybe like 3 months ago. I had one, and it was delicious, but it was very greasy. Mm-hmm. And I feel that Culver's greasy is at least intentional because it's like buttery.
Right.
Hardee's was
Oh,
like true like.
we're from Wisconsin. Everything's just greasy. Get
no,
used to it, guys.
what I mean is it's like
Eh?
a butter grease. The Hardee's one was like a,
grease.
Yeah, like there was ducks in it that I had to like clean off. It was kind of rough.
Hardee's.
Like again, it tasted great, but
You were like, it's been a while. It's been a few months. I'm like, it's been years.
well, we
Like,
were driving somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I hadn't had Hardee's in a
No,
bit.
no,
like,
yeah.
get that, yeah.
They closed the Hardee's on the Parkway, like the closer.
Is there
by
still one out
so-
by my house?
There used to be one out there in the North Publix,
Yeah.
way North Monroe.
Is that-
because that's where I used to go eat.
Yeah,
at it.
I think
but that was
still
like
there.
12 years ago. So.
I think it's still out there. I think.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time. I ate at Hardee's. I enjoyed the food. I don't recall having any it was really good or hey, it was really bad. It was just passable.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still going to have to put that as a C.
I was gonna say
I'm not trying to load up on C's here.
Yep.
I'm just
I
one
would.
I'm kinda-
I would drive by a Hardee's to go to some of these other places. So
To
I'm
get to
gonna
a
go,
Rally's.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a C.
to get to a Carl's Jr.
I'd have to drive a long way.
I forgot what the other alternative was.
I'd
There.
have to drive a long way to find a
Well,
Carl's
good.
Jr.
So it ends up with a C.
Is that what you said too, Adam? didn't
I
hear
would.
you. Or would you go a little
because
higher?
well, it tasted good, but I also felt disgusting eating it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm committed here, but I wasn't having a good time. So I was gonna say best case would be like a B-, but it's more than like it's to me. It seems more of a C. Up next is Sonic.
That's another tough one because I usually don't get burgers there.
So
There's
I
so
always
much to
get.
choose from
I
on
get the
this
same
menu.
thing at
It's always good,
Sonic.
though.
I get the same thing. Again, I don't go here often, but I get the same thing at Sonic that I get at another place that I'm going to bring up later, which is a jalapeno burger. And they are tasty.
Yeah.
Sonic, again, I feel as though I can't remember a time outside of service that I had a bad food experience at Sonic. I would probably personally put Sonic in a B.
I would put Sonic in the same category as Dairy Queen, as carnival fast food.
Yeah.
But it's always tasty.
It's good.
And
And they
you're
have,
not
like,
paying a
they have
lot
weird
for
stuff
it.
too outside of it, like hot dogs and
Yeah.
like footlongs and
Yeah, I would put it
Tater
as a B
tots
as
and
well.
weird
I
stuff,
would
yeah.
put it right there with Dairy Queen for
Yeah.
me.
I would put it in a B.
Yep, we'll go with that. It's been a long time, but and normally I'm thinking about the slush that
Yeah.
I'm getting or
Oh, yeah.
That
something else. So
Powerade
it's like
slush.
What's the
Yeah.
ocean
Blue-
water or whatever?
blue coconut is usually our go-to.
Ugh, cannot stand coconut.
I always just like the blue Powerade slush. That was always
Yeah.
That's a good
Good
one.
They
one,
had
yeah.
so many good drinks there. Okay. Up next is Checkers.
Okay.
Now this is one where
What?
Maybe Rallies.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
is that what it's called here?
I have some sense.
There's both.
Okay.
There-
I think
there's
we're
now
at
both,
At
but-
different points, we've had
Oh,
Traditionally,
Central
we were
Florida.
Rallies.
Yeah.
Central Florida, they used to be called Checkers.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
and that's where I grew up with Checkers, and then up here it was like Rallies. So
What's the one over here called?
These are Rallies.
They've switched a bunch of them. At one point, they had both of the logos on there.
But there's a
weird.
Rallies by us, right?
Well, the one
That's
over
the
here
one
by
out
FSU. What is that one?
I want to
That's
say
Checkers, right?
I thought it was Rallies too. But
Oh, maybe.
they were Rallies for a long time, but I want to say they've started to switch.
I thought the one
So-
on the Parkway is the only one that switched. I thought the other two were Rallies, but maybe not.
Doesn't matter.
I know the fries are fantastic.
Again, if we were doing
If we're
fries,
doing fries,
they'd be
S.
Yes.
But Checkers is the checker. Again, I'm basing this on the checker burger. When it is made right, it is delicious.
delicious.
But it is very rarely made right.
But is that
but hang on.
service?
But hang no, let me. This
But
is service.
that's overall restaurant.
When I open the wrapper, there is a 0% chance I am not going to get covered in juices of whatever variety are in the burger. And I don't know if it's in the material they use to wrap the burger with. I'm not saying that they made it incorrectly, so I'm not counting that as service. It is a wet ass burger every single time. And it's delicious.
Oh, the fries too.
Jared, this
Oh,
isn't
I'm
the
sorry.
fries.
You
You
gotta-
gotta focus. This
gotta
is not
separate.
the fries. We'll get the fries in a later Rankdouken. Everyone knows. But a checker burger, again, delicious. But this is a hard C for me.
Ooh.
I'm fine with a C just because I don't have one way or the other thinking about it.
I will say this: it's got very flavorful, like big onions on it, which I do like on a burger because it enhances the beef flavor. But it's just messy.
All right. This was a all day long.
Wow.
Okay.
On burger alone for me. Now I will say it's been a while,
Sure.
but Rallies or Checkers to me, like you can get a spicy chicken sandwich, you can get a burger, you can get a fry. Like it's all good.
66% of that's irrelevant.
No, it is in this
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay.
But I'm just saying,
No,
for
I got
me,
you.
like
Their fries are
the experience
ridiculous. Yeah.
of a Rallies or Checkers, aside from like you have horrible service,
Yeah.
but like just
I can't separate
the
that in my
food from
mind.
the
though.
concept.
It's hard. I know, but
it is
like,
hard.
I just every time I'm like I'm gonna eat this because I'm committed. I'm a pig. I'm an animal, and I'm gonna get sticky.
Yeah, I would think if it was simply on, like, if you could guarantee consistent goodness
If I could get
and
that,
service,
it'd be a B plus.
it would be a B for me. But I think overall it's a C because of the inconsistencies and the service element.
All right. So what does that put us? I'm at
Well,
an A.
bump that up to a B. I mean, an
I'd-
A and
I'd
a
say
C,
it's a
I
B,
think that's
yeah.
fair, right?
Yeah.
It'd be a low B.
Okay. Up next is Steak and Shake.
So this is one, too. I'm going to struggle with service.
This is one where service, and I literally have a story where I was traveling out of town. I think I was going to a family funeral, and my mom and my brother weren't going for some reason, but me and my dad was like, well, I'm going. I was like, well, I'll go with you. And I was, college or something like that. And we were driving down 75 and we're like, oh, we need to stop to eat. And I think we stopped in Gainesville.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, he was like, well, you think we can make Steak and Shake work?
Yeah.
A big, good burger for just a fast food quick. And I'm like, yeah, it could go
Yeah,
either
it
way.
could
Like
go.
it could be
It could be 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
It could be
an
hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah. And we went, and it was the most well-run, efficient, like down to a science fast food that I had ever experienced. And it was such a polar opposite from any other Steak and Shake experience I've ever had. It was the weirdest thing, and it to this day sticks out in my mind because of it.
Yeah.
So this is my Rallies,
Yeah.
Checkers
I'm
service
gonna
issue.
throw out something. I'm just gonna go with my heart here.
Mhm.
Steak and Shake was like a constant when I was in college. It was decent food, cheap, and even though I'm focused on cheeseburgers, I cannot separate my love for the Frisco from my association with Steak and Shake. So I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
For Steak and Shake for that reason. I'm totally admitting this is a heart
Sure.
vote and not
That's okay.
a brain vote.
That's
but,
okay.
I'm going with that.
And I'll say my kids had not eaten Steak and Shake ever. And not that long ago, maybe 8 months or so, they were like, hey, like, what's this all about? And I'm like,
we don't know because none of the Tallahassee stores offer service that allows you to get food anymore.
And so I was like, well, stuff has changed. They've got an online ordering system. Maybe if I order it online, I can go and just grab it. And,
may the odds be in your favor, Jared.
Right. They've got like DoorDash. So there has to be some improvement. Okay. So we all got stuff. I ordered it online or whatever. It said pickup time here. I went. It was the same old Steak and Shake where like there were a bunch of people standing around. Mm-hmm. Apparently some of them didn't realize like orders had come in. Somebody finally asked me like, hey, what are you waiting on? I was like, this order that said it was done 15 minutes ago. And he's like, oh yeah, let me go see. And they like then proceeded to make part of it and then made the rest of it. But when we ate it, it tasted wonderful.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing. So I'm throwing caution to the wind with the service, much like I did at Rallies/Checkers, and I'm going A with it also.
That was a long story.
So use your minute for the next three choices, Jared.
I too am a fan of the Frisco melt. It's really the only thing I like at Steak and Shake. I think again, this doesn't factor in. I'm just letting you know their fries are trash. Have always been trash. Yeah. Their shakes.
They have their place.
Their shakes are fantastic.
Paired with chili and cheese.
I hate
shoestring. You just don't like shoestring.
I just don't. I don't. Maybe that's it. I just don't like their fries. Like there's just I don't know. I would give Steak and Shake a hard B.
Okay.
So I think that bumps it to an A, right? You guys are both
low
A's?
A. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Up next is Whataburger.
S.
I'm with you. I didn't expect that. It caught me off guard.
I don't even need an argument here.
I know.
And this will be the fisticuffs.
I agree. So I think Whataburger. So we had them in where I grew up, but we didn't get them until I was in high school, I think. Mm. So like I didn't grow up with them in a sense until I was like a teenager. And I remember when they first built them, I went there. I'm like, oh, this is like delicious. And then they kind of like went away after a couple of years, and I was heartbroken. And then I moved to Tallahassee,
home of the Whataburger outside of Texas.
And you guys, and you guys had Whataburger, and I was like, all right, maybe this city. No,
we have
okay.
like 18 Whataburgers.
And it's when I said earlier I get a jalapeno burger, that's what I get at Whataburger as well. And I have never had a bad burger at Whataburger ever. And this doesn't count. I'm just letting you know. Breakfast, godlike.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Honey butter chicken biscuit with potato and cheese taquito.
Delicious.
Can't be beat.
Unreal.
You can do anything. I've eaten pancakes there before, and they were good.
Yeah, they have like a full-on breakfast.
I'm putting Whataburger at an S.
Yes.
And I'm not budging.
Which I was so fearful that I was going to go into this. And
this
one of
is
y'all
why
was
we're
gonna
all
be,
friends.
Right.
Because if anything less than an S here, none of us would be friends
It
anymore.
is, without a doubt, it has to be an S.
Yeah.
Let me just argue this because I'm prepared, even though we all agree it's S. They have the best true burger. It is a full double-handed burger with an excellent thickness and size patty every single time. Like
that's the
fully
thing.
Formed.
They do it right because no one here. I checked. None of us are snakes. I'm sick and tired of burger places doing this with burgers.
Yeah.
When they need to
unhinge
do
your
this with
jaw.
burgers. It drives me crazy.
It is the perfect
I used to go to
and for the listeners, he said, I'm sick of people going height when they need to go wide.
100%. What was the place on Appalachia that was like the burger, it was a sit down, Red Robin?
Red Robin,
right?
Yeah.
And Vertigo was a local place that was really good too, but they had the thing where it's like, oh, we have this new burger, and it's a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to take it apart to be able to put it in my face. Like, make it wider. It's so annoying, and Whataburger does it right.
The other thing is Whataburger will actually build your burger to the order that you put in, which is unheard of any other fast food hamburger place.
Yeah.
I can go there and like 98% certainty receive the order that I put in. No mustard, add mayo, add spicy ketchup, which
you got to get it. Spicy
Yeah.
ketchup's delicious.
God tier right there.
Yeah.
We have they've started selling it in the
the bottle.
squeeze bottle.
The,
so
the
that's a
chopped
staple
onion
now.
on that is always fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The pickles are superb. It's
a great burger.
every time you get a great burger.
Yep. We can move on, but I will say y'all both, you kind of said, Rob, I'm in the area. I should check out DQ. I think I'm just going to go to Whataburger.
That's hard because
should
it's
check
not
out-
far away.
You should check out DQ though. It's pretty good. All right, we have 2 left, and I'm pretty sure you know what the 2 are going to be. Up next is Burger King. Now I'm gonna make an argument for this. My wife does not like Burger King. She does not like the charbroil taste on a burger, and I get that. I personally love that because to me it makes it taste more like a burger. Burger King is not my favorite burger, but I do think it's infinitely better than the last one that we're gonna pick, which I think you guys know what it is.
I am right on the same page with you.
It's not Whataburger, but it is a burger that I'm like, you know what? I kind of want a burger. And if I'm not directly next to a Whataburger, I don't mind going to Burger King, right? I think the Whopper is great. My only problem with the Whopper, and again, this goes to, it's not against the Whopper. More times than not, they put way too much mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
And I don't like mayonnaise, but it's okay on a Whopper.
Yep.
So
because you got that bread.
right. And the ketchup kind of takes away from it, your brain going, that's mayonnaise. I personally would put Burger King in an A. I think their burgers are above a lot of the other ones that we talked about.
Burger King
and it's
is
not overly greasy.
Yeah, Burger King is
It's a very dry burger, actually.
It
Yeah.
is. Burger King is a challenging one for me because growing up through the years, I'd say probably even till, maybe 25-ish years ago, I'll say, like Burger King was a good staple burger.
Yeah.
I feel like stuff has changed there, maybe more so than any of the other restaurants where, sizing has been reduced, supply has been changed, things have been tweaked, fillers, soys, sawdust has been added. Something.
I'm
the
not
engine run,
sure
man.
that
Something
you were
has
eating at Burger King.
changed.
I think you're at Tractor Supply.
Something has changed for me with those burgers. With
right.
I don't know if it's they're fake flavoring the char grill now,
But that's
or
always
something
been
like
there.
that.
Yeah.
Something's different.
They're microwaved and then they're put on the grill for a second.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
But I remember going, over by Cosmic Cat, there was a Burger King, and I remember, that thing going through
They're
a
on
conveyor
Tharp.
belt
Yeah.
with flames.
I was joking. There's still flame broiled. Yeah.
Broiling it. But now
When's the last time you went?
it's been years.
I would, again, I'm not making you eat 1,400 burgers.
Yeah.
I think you should go again because I think a couple years ago they changed the burgers again.
Okay.
And they're solid, man. Like they're
Okay.
they're not top tier, but they're pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like at somewhere they lost their way for me, and I stopped going, and I hadn't
To be
been
fair,
back since.
when I go to Burger King now, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like the Impossible Burger that they have. Because like the one thing about that is, again, I'd much rather have a regular burger, but I know that if I eat that, it's not going to tear my stomach up.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll just eat a burger and it's just kind of greasy and it sits heavy. I don't get that from the Impossible Burgers.
So what was your tier?
So I would go C.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like almost exactly on the same page. Other than I'll say, to be fair, I have not had a Burger King burger in a couple of years.
Okay.
So I can't
Yeah.
say towards Jared's argument if it's changed, but I almost lived on these in high school.
Yeah.
There was a Burger
They
King
were
right
great in high school. That's
right
what
around
I'm
the
saying.
corner, and they were always delicious. Anytime we went
Sure.
on sports trips, playing games and other places and stuff, and would hit a Burger King, always consistent. So that's the memory I have of Burger King, and that's why I too would say an A.
Okay. So 2 A's and a C. What is that?
High B.
Okay. The last one. Taco Bell. Just kidding. It's McDonald's.
I thought you were going to say Jack in the Box.
Oh, frick. I forgot about them. We got them now. I still haven't gone there yet. McDonald's.
All right, I'll start.
So,
Okay.
D for
Oh,
Mickey D's.
Okay.
I know this is supposed to be like the most consistent fast food place,
Yeah.
and it is.
It is.
And that every time I'm forced to go to McDonald's, it's always a terrible experience.
The drive-thru is always bad. I'll give
Drive-thru
you
is always terrible.
Yeah.
You never actually get what you order.
Yeah.
It's always something missing or changed or not supplied.
Yeah,
I get
and that's
that.
because they're not a fast food place. They're a real estate company
that. Yeah.
that
So-
happens to serve burgers. So.
I haven't had that. I will say that the drive-thru always takes way too long, but at least the one McDonald's by where I live, I've never had them get it wrong, like the items wrong.
Oh, I've never had them get it right.
Okay.
And
Are
this
you
is
particularly talking about
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
near us? That
Okay.
is 100%.
So-
but
they-
I also used to live in a different area of town, and we had one there too, and it
And
was
did
the same thing.
I think that's the
I
one.
was
Not
gonna
as
say,
bad
'cause-
as the one we live at now.
I
This
think
one
that's
I-
the one that I live by.
I
Okay.
thought
The one
they
on
had.
North Monroe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, the drive-thru is painfully slow.
Oh yes.
And like people are just ridiculously rude over there because
Yeah.
there's two ways to get to the
Yeah,
drive-thru, and
yeah.
people are always like trying to get. I'm like, dude, you can go first. It's not that big of a deal. Like you don't got to cut me off. It's fine. But I've never had. I don't go there that often.
At ours, I feel like they have a wheel that they just
I literally
spin,
only
and
go
it's
there.
like whatever that lands on, that's what this person's getting, regardless of what they order.
I go there to get boo buckets at Halloween, and then I went there twice recently to get the Transformers toys. That was it.
Well, my family likes McDonald's. I am the standout. I hate
don't-
McDonald's.
So my wife loves their chicken nuggets, and I don't. I don't, but
Something
she
about
loves them.
that
I love
fish
Wendy's
batter,
chicken
like,
nuggets.
yeah.
Way more.
My kid
But-
loves the chicken nuggets. My wife loves the Big Mac.
Okay.
But anytime that I'd be like, okay, fine, pick me up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And normally it's like a Big Mac.
Yep.
I used to be a huge fan of the quarter pounders with cheese.
That's what I get.
But then that went to crap. And then every time I get a Big Mac, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you misunderstood my order. I didn't want a salad.
Yeah. There's a lot of lettuce and
There's just
sauce. on
piles and piles of lettuce, and there's not almost any meat or
The
other
worst
stuff
thing-
in there. And there's just, there's the bread, but that's it. So,
Or the opposite, and
The
it's no
worst thing-
consistency.
yeah.
The worst thing about me, I'll say this, and maybe this is kind of what we were saying about the right and wrong things. I think there's a 98% chance. I absolutely hate pickles. They're disgusting, and they don't belong on burgers. When I go to McDonald's, I'm like, hey, I would like a quarter pounder, no pickles. Every single time, there's pickles on it, right? The last time I went, same thing. Hey, I would like the quarter pounder meal with cheese with no pickles. There was extra pickles on it. So that was someone just being
Vindictive.
a dick on purpose.
Yep.
I wouldn't give it a D, but I would give it a low C. Because like again, I think a quarter pounder to me it's the best thing they have. Big Macs, I don't know, there's just too much bread and too much lettuce, like you said. It's almost like the burger's an afterthought. It's like, oh yeah, I guess we should also maybe put meat in this.
Yeah.
I haven't had the new one, the new. I guess they have like a newer burger,
The Arch Burger.
Arch Burger.
Yeah, I haven't
apparently it's
either.
really good. I have not had that, but based on what I get, just the quarter pounder, it's slightly below average. If I'm gonna get a burger, McDonald's is not on my. Like I would rather drive and go to Whataburger.
Yeah,
I'll drive
burger-
past 15 McDonald's to get to a Whataburger.
Yeah, I would give it a C.
Burger's not. McDonald's is not on my list normally. Nostalgia hits
Oh,
hard for this
100%.
one.
Happy Meals and
Happy
Playground.
Meals, the onions. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
an onion kid growing
Little
up, but those
dehydrated
like
onions, yeah.
little sweet dehydrated onions, I
Yep.
can almost taste them.
I'll give you the orange drink. That's the only thing that.
See,
Don't worry.
I like that. But when I was in high school, me and my friends went to McDonald's, and I dropped everyone off, and I was driving home, and I got into a car accident, and my 1993 Chrysler New Yorker got a
Oranged.
ATM exploded bomb of high C orange in it. Yeah, so I can't. I got PTSD from that.
Sorry for bringing up that traumatic
No,
memory.
it's fine.
Yeah, and it's hard because it's like we're trying to rank the burger
Yeah.
here, whereas like if we were going off of like experience and stuff, I don't think there was a scale low enough for my experiences at McDonald's. So
Do it, Jared. Do it.
I'm going.
Do it.
I'm going C.
Oh, I thought you were.
wow.
I thought you were.
Yeah,
Gonna,
that
I
was
thought you were
a
gonna
hard
blow it
F.
up.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna drop it.
Well, I was looking at Hardee's.
I thought you were gonna McFonald's it here.
It's. I have my. I pulled up a chart to so I could drop mine in
Visualize
so
it.
I could visualize it, and I
Yeah.
had it in D.
Okay. If that's where your
But
heart.
then I saw Hardee's in C, and I was like, well, like if I'm getting both burgers, like I don't know.
I'm still a hard D on.
That's fine. I'm a C on
so.
McDonald's. I think it's fine. It's like it's food. If I'm in a pinch and I'm hungry and there's one, I'll eat it. I'm not like holding my nose at it, but it's not my favorite. I'm not. If I have an option of going somewhere else for a burger, I probably would.
See, that's where I'm at. So is that a C or a D? Like if I would go any other place.
Well, I'm not going to go to any other place, but I would definitely.
I definitely feel that out of all those on the list, my preference would be McDonald's last.
Yeah, I would say it's below. I would say it's a C minus.
To me, that's a D because that's below the lowest rank of what I have now. But
I would be okay never going into it. So I'm going D. We're going.
So
D.
2 Ds and a C is D, right?
D,
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
So I got one thing before we do the final list.
Yeah.
I feel like, and no offense to you, you have to limit this.
Yeah, it's 10
for 10. But like lightning round, what is one selection that was not on this list that you feel you would want to include, and what would that letter be? And this won't go on the list. I just want to hear like. So for instance, for me, crystals. I love crystals.
I do.
And I would put them as an A personally, because
Well,
that's just like when you want to eat 12 of something.
Sure. I like.
Crystals is a better. I mean, I do.
Crystals is one of those ones where, again, when they're done right, I'm pretty much.
But
with
you don't like pickles, and pretty much every crystal has a pickle.
But the mustard kind of makes it okay in a sense.
That's the only thing that I tolerate mustard on is crystals.
There's something different about crystal burgers that like you don't taste the pickle as much. I don't know what it is,
but the onion and the pickle and the mustard on that.
The problem with
like,
crystal burger is again the consistency, because there's crystal burger when it's done right and they're like a little crispy and they're like the mustard's good. They're really really good. Most of the time, again, and I don't go there that often because we don't have them around here.
Yeah.
There's one down by my parents' house. When I go there, I would say half the time it's just like you open it and it just feels like it's like steaming inside of its package, and it's like soggy.
I was
So
just
I would
say,
give it. I'm basing it on a good.
Oh,
experience.
and I'm not saying you guys have to rank it. I was
No.
just saying what each was one that you feel.
Crystals is for sure. I wanted to include, but we don't have them here, so I didn't, like local. That's what I didn't
Okay.
do. But no, I would give it probably like a B.
But I respect all crystals. Like I like the crispy ones. I like the soggy ones. And most of the time they're soggy because the only time I get them now is if my wife's traveling back on I-10 and she picks them up in Madison, and they get to me like an hour later.
There's in Daytona they have them, and every time I go there, I'm like, I'm gonna go get crystal. It's like a once a year thing. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out again. I feel like I have like a bad memory of childhood getting crystal one time, and it was like
It's a very unique
that was White
flavor.
Castle, man.
that's what I was wondering.
White
like,
Castle, I didn't have a great experience when I first
Yeah.
had it. In-N-Out was. I'll say this again. I've only had it in Vegas, and everyone I've talked to that lives in like California, they're like, no, like that's not a real In-N-Out. I'm like, okay, so I will. If I get to California, I will try it.
I had it in San Fran. I would give it like a B.
I was gonna say
it was okay, but it wasn't.
It was
like
fine. I liked it, but I wouldn't like.
And we do have a Jack in the Box now, but I haven't tried that.
I haven't
yet.
gone there either. It's not Whataburger.
We went. I'm trying to remember if we even got a burger.
Did you get tacos?
We got some tacos. We tried a little bit of everything, so I'm sure there was a burger involved, but it was. I have no memory of it, so if that gives you an indicator,
Right.
it was just calories. Like that whole like the curly fries are great, so it's like hard to screw those up too bad. But like everything, nothing stood out. Like I couldn't tell you, oh, you should get this because we tried a little bit of everything and nothing was like outstanding or like great. It was just like this is calorie intake.
So do you have one that you didn't put on the list that you would be like, hey, this is this tier for me?
I don't know. I think like you guys said that you kind of grew up on like Burger King. I kind of grew up on Wendy's. So like I would, when I worked at Albertsons, literally like every night when I got off, we would get off at like, when I was in school, we would get off at 10. And there was a Wendy's on the way home, like back to my house. And pretty much every day I would get, because they had like a 99-cent menu, I would get a burger, a nugget, a fry, and a drink. And it was like $4.20 something. So
Biggie bag.
But this was before
This
the
was
Biggie bag.
before that.
But yeah, essentially it was a build your own Biggie bag before the Biggie bag.
The Tupac bag.
Which to this day, Biggie bag is where it's at. That's what I always get when I go to. It's like $6.
Well, you can't not get that. Like even.
Oh, I know. It's
like
insane.
if you order something else,
They'll
it's
still
double
give
the
you that.
price. So like if you're
Yeah.
just like, no, I just want the hamburger from the bag, they're like, well,
Yeah,
that's
you want the
$12.
biggie bag,
Yeah, I'm
And
getting
then
biggie bag.
they're like, you should order this. It's half the
My
price.
favorite-
You can throw the rest in the
My
garbage.
favorite thing is like you get the biggie bag and then like you get the drink and it's like and it's empty. It's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. Like I can't think of one like
Oh, that's fine. I just didn't know if you had another
Crystals
one
is a
thrown.
good one because there was one of those by my parents' house as well, and I would eat it but not as much. But I don't really.
All right, that's fine.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
My
Jared,
memory
did you
for,
have one?
No, my memory for Crystal, the thing was, and it was probably just from the steamness, but it was the meat was so kind of like soggy. It was like questionable whether it was cooked.
It's just the bread that I don't like that gets like steamed.
You are 100% correct.
Yeah.
And I make absolutely no
They did
no
get better,
aversions
though.
to that.
I will say this: they did get better once they started putting them in the little cardboard sleeves.
Well, even then, like I said, when I get them,
It's
the
not
sack's
as-
closed and it's like an
Yeah.
hour or something after they've been cooked. It's just like a greenhouse
yeah,
of moisture and
It's
humidity.
it's
in there.
a beef-
So every one is. I'm literally like peeling the bread off of
it's a
the
beef
wax
sauna.
box and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't care. They still are delicious.
All right. So the overall ranking, and this is definitive. There's no room for argument.
Correct.
Yep.
In F tier, we had nothing. In D tier, we had McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
C tier was Hardee's. B tier was Dairy Queen, Culver's, Wendy's, Sonic, Checkers, and Burger King.
Wow.
A tier was Steak and Shake. And the lone survivor,
Where
the golden god, if you
rightfully
will,
so.
Whataburger, an S tier.
I agree with everything, but I feel like A and B could be balanced better.
Yes,
I agree.
I feel like there's some B's that could go up
Rallies
to
could
an
be
A.
an A. You're right.
No.
Anyway, that's a good list, though.
This is how we learn, right?
We need to
This
work
is-
better, get better of
Sure.
some specificity here on some of
Feeling
our group
things out.
categories. But
I'll disagree a little bit with that statement, just because like all
you're
those
looking at
to
the bell
me-
curve.
Yeah, all those to me are like
Yeah, but the bell curve is going a little too
Fine.
early and not too late. There's way more at the
fine,
front.
Equal,
Yeah.
like
They
It's
should
true.
be in C,
nothing,
though.
nothing offensive, but nothing great.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
All right. So I appreciate you guys listening. Let us know in the comments below where you rank the burgers. And if we missed anything, what did we miss? Because, again, this is regional, so we don't have a lot of the stuff that you guys probably have.
And also, it kind of resembles the Capitol building. So.
Or a middle finger.
Or got to beep that out. We will see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you.